As an undergrad, I went to APU and I loved it. So I chose APU because I wanted to get a Christian perspective on how to become a great teacher and gain a stronger relationship with Christ. I chose digital teaching and technology for my master's because I wanted to learn about integrating technology into my classroom and how to keep current on things that are going on with technology. But I also wanted to provide my students with a better education, other teachers with more information on technology, and what I have learned from this program is going to be extremely valuable to my future. EDUC512. I learned many of the basic essentials using computers and iPad. I learned things such as Melmerge, Keynote, Numbers, Excel, and other programs. I also learned about the iPad, which I've never used before, and how it has many uses other than just playing games. EDUC514. I became familiar with making videos using iMovie and other different types of technology. I also learned about taking a good picture and why it is important to use the thirds rule in order to get the best frame shots and the best pictures possible. EDUC515. I gained a lot of knowledge about social networking through Blogger, Twitter, and Facebook, and why it is so important that we have these skills in social networking in order to become a great teacher and learn more information about how to make our classrooms better using Flipboard and also using a flipped classroom. EDUC522. This class really taught me how to put all the technology that we've learned so far throughout this program into a classroom and how to motivate my students using technology. I also, throughout this program, have made some amazing friends. I've had many great instructors that are very caring and very willing to help me in any way that they possibly can. It has been a really great experience, and I am happy that I've done my master's and my credentials throughout APU. Action Research Project. My project is about learning how to become a faster runner. I have been running for many years, and I've always had about the same approximate pace, and I wanted to know if I could speed it up. So I did this project to see if I could speed up my mile so that over time I could speed up my half marathon time. I started using the Runkeeper app a long time ago to help me keep track of my progress throughout running. So I decided to also keep with the Runkeeper app in order to track my progress throughout this process. I really enjoyed using this app because it kept me on track of how I was doing and how things went and what my distance was and how my consistency was through each mile in which I ran. I wanted to see if by doing research I could find ways to become a faster runner. So during my research process, I discovered that running hills and doing sprinting could help me become a faster runner. So I started running the hills 3 times a week and sprinting at least 3, and taking my off day, usually on Sundays. I did this for a 5-week process. During this period, I was able to get my mile down from 10.5 minutes to 9.8 minutes. I was very impressed with my results, and I do plan on continuing this for faster results and hopefully seeing how it affects my half marathon time. The unit that I chose to do is on plant and animal cells and what they are made up of. Students will create a PowerPoint presentation, a styrofoam cell, and a music video. This unit will go on for 3 weeks for 50-minute periods and has been modified for mild and moderate special education students. I will use what I have learned about Bloom's taxonomy and Howard Gardner's theories of multiple intelligences to make sure that my unit is comprehensive for my special ed students. The technology that I will be using in this unit are going to be a computer, YouTube, an iPad, which I will be using the applications DrawMe and iMovie. By the end of this unit, students will be able to label the different parts of the cell, both plant and animals, but they will also understand what each part does and why it is so important to the cell. The unit plan that I created was a really fun and exciting unit plan to create. However, there were many hard times trying to find things to do, trying to make great accommodations for my students with extreme special needs, and other such things. It was a great experience, and I really hope on doing this again throughout my years of being a teacher and making unit plans for my special education students. I have really enjoyed my courses that I have taken at APU. I have taken away so much from this program, have met some really amazing teachers, and I've made some really awesome new friends. I have finished all of my classes, which this will be my last course, and I can't wait until I get my own classroom so that I can apply what I have learned throughout my credentialing program and my master's program at APU. I have never had an experience in my life like I've had at Azusa Pacific University. While attending, I have had some really hard times, but I've also had some really great times. I would like to thank my family and all of my friends for helping me through the process of getting through my credentialing program and my master's program in digital teaching and technology through Azusa Pacific University. EDUC514. This was the first video that I created. EDUC512. This was my first experience using Keynote, EDUC522. This was my first experience using Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory and Bloom's taxonomy to create a unit plan. EDUC515. These are some of my first experiences with blogging.